Wow, I was asked by one of my brilliant students. She said, Mr. Lecturer, what differentiates this discipline of criminology from other disciplines? And my response is going to be our topic for today. And this is what I told this brilliant student. I said that criminology has three major goals, and these goals is what that makes the difference. Okay, these goals differentiate criminologies from a lawyer, differentiate criminology from a sociologist, differentiate criminology from a psychologist, philosophers, and the rest of other disciplines. All right, and today we're gonna be talking about the goals of criminology. The goals of criminology, like I said, criminology has three major goals, and goal number one is measurement of crime or crime measurements. Goal number two is understanding crime. Okay, goal number three is controlling crime. So if you understand these three goals as a criminologist, then you will be a sought out for, because this is what crime is all about. This is what it takes for you to be a renowned criminologist. Okay, now let's talk about today. Let's start with the objective. The objective of this class, number one, is at the end of this lecture, my students should be able to understand the main goals of criminology, like I said. And lesson point is, let's consider crime measurement. Okay, what do we mean by crime measurement? What do we understand by crime measurement? Crime measurement involves knowing how much crime exists and what effective step can be taken to control it. I take that again. What is crime measurement? Crime measurement is knowing how much crime exists and what effective steps or what effective step can be taken to control it. And also, one of the ways to measuring crime is through crime statistics. One of the ways to measuring crime is through crime statistics. I'm going to talk about that crime statistics. By crime statistics, we are saying that crime statistics is a collection of data, particularly crime data, from the official source, mostly from the official source. Let me give you a typical example of what crime statistics is all about. Okay, by crime statistics, every country have their systematic. They have a system that they put in place to collect or data of crime by way of reporting to them. For instance, in America, they have UCR. UCR means Uniform Crime Report or Reporting. Yes, Uniform Crime Reporting is UCR. While in Nigeria, we have police extracts. Where the data of crime that has been reported can be published or can be documented, so to speak. Now let's talk about some of these data. By crime statistics, you are saying what is the data about kidnapping? What is the data about murder case? What is the data about homicide? What is the data about manslaughter? What is the data about economic and financial crime? What is the data about drug-related crime? What is the data about transnational crime? What is the data about human trafficking? What is the data? What is the data about assault? What is the data about rape? Okay, now let's go on. Let's also talk about measuring crime is one of the goals of criminology, which seeks to measure the rates and patterns of crime in society. I take that again. Measuring crime is one of the goals of criminology, which seeks to measure the rate and the patterns of crime in the society. What do we mean by the rate of crime? Crime rate. How do you understand crime rate? By crime rate, there is a formula to understand crime rate. Okay, now the crime rate the formula is offenses divided by offenders multiplied by particular units of population, which is 100,000. Okay, that is, for instance, if you have 50,000 kidnapping case reported over the offenders. Offenders could be maybe 2,000 offenders that have been reported or arrested by law enforcement agency, right? Multiplied by 100,000, then you will have what we call kidnapping rate in that particular geographical location. Right now, what about crime pattern? Before, we used to have high rate of robbery, particularly bank robbery, was on a high rate prior to this advent of technology that have limited these activities of robbery. Now, what happened? Before, we used to have that robbery. The question I used to ask my student is, what happened to these guys, these robbers? Have they repented? What happened to them? Or they have changed their business? So the answer is actually it's not as if they have repented. What happened is that the business of robbery died natural death. What happened? Due to so many factors, particularly the advent of surveillance camera, CCTV camera also helped to expose a lot of robbery cases. So nobody want to get caught. Okay, then another factor is cashless policy. Okay, people so many other things, and this has reduced the rate at which people move around with cash. And on the other hand, it also makes the robbery case unprofitable again. That is the point. Makes the robbery case unprofitable. That is the pattern we are talking about. So what happened to these criminals? They switch, or they change patterns. They change patterns to possibly kidnapping or other security or criminal activity. They change pattern to other criminal activity. Now let's talk about understanding crime. To understand crime, you understand crime based on so many theories, so many factors, so many perspectives. Theories as theorists has helped to explain why people commit crime. That is understanding crime based on classical theory of criminology, sociological theory of criminology, biological thought or perspective, biological perspective, economic perspective, and some critical perspective. A lot of school of thought have explained why people commit crime and others don't, and that is what to understand crime is all about. So as a professional, as a criminologist, we understand crime based on these theories, based on this school of thought. Okay, now also how do we control crime? We all control crime with the help of these theories. Then the solution has been profiled. We profile solutions, and our solution becomes very relevant today, particularly the working policy of most organizations, most government agencies have been drafted by the experienced criminologists, because even the classical school of thought is based on the understanding of criminologists. I hope we learn one or two things. Hope to see you subsequently as we proceed in this journey of criminology as a discipline.